ewaha and founder and leader of a political party and so ewaha they are probably the right persons to speak to on an issue like this. Kojo Edwasare has spent most of his life here in Greater Accra region but said Lahono born here, even though Nechi Efie Kuapem, he was born here.
My mother is gone.
Oh, your mom is gone.
Yes, from Bukom.
Oh, your mom is from Bukom.
That's right.
And I just unim Labadi.
Proper. I'm friend La, yeah, Labadi.
Oh, La.
Labadi, no friend. La.
Bra closer, neck has a good microphone. Your friend La. La. In the Teshi, Ewa La.
Debbie, Teshi Sukutano.
Okay.
And I know one Sukutano.
And a La Sukutano.
Yes.
Okay. In the hospital, we know a La.
La. A baby is Sino. Your friend baby Kajano.
Kajano.
And no, a war, Usu, and La, in fin. So, but a war.
So now is see, oh, back Kofi Krom Pharmacy, Hona. So, in Kofi Krom Pharmacy, it's on U10 now. Then not what branches say. Your Hona is no mubu, no. But are you surprised, say, Neoma turn it out, say? Listening to talking, hospital in see that be hospital in see.
Oh, okay. Me, I'm not surprised. Obi, me know what not them we have dead MPP on projects. Yeah, there or more, and each time we dare them, they fail.
Oh, that's a way specific.
Specific in anything. Have they built anything? There's nothing specific about this. You see, it's sad. Do you understand? It's sad. Say, you rake down or you raise down a facility like this, and 3 years down the line, not a single block of, brick has been laid.
Funding challenges.
So why do you break it? Which one comes first? Tell me. You don't have the funds?
At the time, they were sure the funding was coming.
You see, lack of proper
planning.
Not planning. Like whoever, like reasoning, not planning. What you say? They don't think beyond their noses. Because let's deal with people as they deserve. Because you see, because this is pure common sense.
According to Tete, and Tete say the minister told them, say, a member of the consortium pulled out due to bankruptcy, and it scattered the whole plan because now consortium
I am saying what I'm saying is that why do you raise the building down when all the package are boy? That is my point. Because I didn't know it's in service. What I say?
Sure.
It's in service. And you are not under pressure to break anything down until say ubibia no aboa. Then when you are saying giving time, you're giving any deadlines, it will be definite with it. You don't have the money. Consortium, we had to pull out and all of that, and you went to raise the building down. You think that is priority? It smacks of ubia or like only foresight or doing immediate. He doesn't think ahead. What I said, you have to do simple management. This is you can't say it's what do we call it? That's a no-brainer. Do you understand?
Yeah.
Yes. It is for me. I think say ankawe and say so mama and who cry basem.
And you are saying, say, the money should have hit the account first, and some of them start here pulling it down.
Exactly. It is more yet short cutting. No, the short cutting should even be done while the building has not been raised down, so that people will appreciate. Say, idea way baby see. It is more 2 months. Ye the baby bubus are down when you know go. Now, mom, you bugu, you see, I ready, you be ready until the next 2 years. There, yes, I know be a only proper planning and so no. say na guy na ka no anka equipment a omo wo kakra na e wo ho no omo betimi aye makeshift bi wo baby na at least you kind of saying primary health care cra betimi OPD services and all of that can still continue in that makeshift environment. And now me know kasi obi sa dome ya yediko see national international conference center sa material no mo de ye yetimi edibiye bibisa o corner say in designing no in a certain way be a consulting room for doctors e be a baby a betimi aye small surgeries ni near incisions ni ade they can create it and you create a platform and put it on it for that makeshift for the community. That is when someone is thinking right. Why in a way? We see Krobiswa or Mine Biswa and I don't know if the minister or whoever will be whipped. Please, yeah, GG politicians. So I'm one, but me, I don't think like this. Me, I'm a minister. I won't let this thing go down. President Grassy me, because my dream, Kakrana, me wanted to tell me, say, look, what is the alternative? Look at that whole environment. Apart from 37, any when he for Lekma, I know I attention. Which one? You see, so for me, I think say. Anka we and say makasa kra bahu. So makasa bahu. 3 years is too long, and I'm happy say like the MP and the community itself have risen up for your friend is saying
to pile pressure
exactly
on
because for me I think that this government didn't get it right when it comes to
this particular project.
They did not.
Very well. Akpalu, you are a finance person. So utie die akoso up until now. Where did we get it terribly wrong? Obi, Big Boss Canton said, Obi, the Labadi Hospital redevelopment project was to be financed by a credit facility from Standard Chartered Bank of the UK, with an export credit guarantee from China's Sinosure worth about 68 million euros, with an insurance cover of 3.8 million euros. And it seems somewhere along the line, this whole funding arrangement, a rock and I'm was where do you see Bibiana problem with this whole thing I see?
Oh, Obi, Mami Choti phone na. Na mi chia wankasa ne me ameni akoju. In fact, the kojo kase sia na asem ho adwiri me.
Adentia.
Say as a funding no enye ready. Eso bubu dan no. Na me hu dey take his decision ni dey mentia say. Se scan nya ready dia na obubu dan dia me no hono me wo problem kakra because I saw ko site no na won say
sika hiti account
and na say contractor na o kwakoye adwuma no wo ye resourceful obetimi akọ site akọ start bibi and say no raise certificate enti no contractor ne call site no bubu dan na no ni scout betu foundation no ko pay there wo. The contractor no must be held responsible for this action.
No, they why then?
Yes.
So he was told to do.
Uche contractor. So no call site no bubu. Minister for health and na bubu no. Contractor. The contractor now will call site no. Na o preparation na the call site na na dey. But what the
meet
and a consultant so I did money sharing inside. Who supervises everyone no must be accountable to the people. Say I didn't check consultant no share kwan ma consultant bubu ade na only scope to me e dey start project no. I say he was promised mobilization, advanced mobilization. Now they call now advanced MIA now ko na ko bubu ade no now bubu ni say because obi any one contractor ye ma wo contract don't you go site contractor ye ma contract don't you go site edi wo ko site na ko bubu ade no eti some hold contractor no responsible.
No dey why dey.
Oh yes. We see what site okobubu ade dan isu ho. Ya ma contract. What promise obetuma ya adwuma. Etiasa na be ko site na obeye bibi no. Now when so what boa ho na wo ko. Nessa you can't just wake up in the morning and go and dismantle ade order that. Abrawo nya ho boa. Etino e dey be na etino gina so ko bubu dan no. Contract be no sign. Are you sign a contract? There are too many questions to be answered here. Say, you want a contract? Now, a man a contractor, they bear 2 million or they kokubu a honor.
No, I say, based on promise and the power of the contract, man, and a kind. This is the funding arrangement. Because, but for say arrangement, we don't go through. No, some going to start to see day.
But, and so now, now, so, who be a others say promise you about mobilization.
Sure.
Now mobilization now what they call bank, agwa J facility. So why we need campo they call site. It's correct and say call site or to foundation. You can't just send say obubu in your man wo no. Abrahunya ho boa. So say la phone o mukasa no. Say bianka o to foundation kwa no o ma lay e kakra. E komuni how. Come say din ade ne be. Now contractor no woni ayi so akobubu antino ehonom no consultant na ye tua ne ka ene contractor ne award the contract no say you hold wo mo asana the ono award the contract no so no ya sabe hold no where Ghana no na ase jeja di pama ni pa ye ni omo pe nam say time bia no aban na engofo bi so no ma omudi nsamone because when aba no ye wo director of whatever for mo ministry of Ghana Health Service and I'm so
Ministry of Health.
Say your minister and your directors
yes.
And your specific director are responsible for this. It's contract by no sign. Say contractor and bit a call site. Now there's an call site no or buane and I know one. What to mean call site? Ye na contractors. Me to me go site ko ye adwuma bra. Mini and bona ko akwan ayaye. Ekwan nya nya inu akwa ko say kwan no. Ana ko twa ko fo board egu. Abreso awusu niska de bedwi kwan no ana so niska de be no akosen ko foni ma enti konata no me I'm not happy with the contractor's action for this particular now when it comes to hospital honestly make me have voucher for this government in terms of what I've seen regarding this agenda 111 so far enu kwani project a wo kuroma na ma ban we ya obi metima ka cho say they don't delay on payment
agenda 111
no all the other contracts of the ma abani dem go for the omu delay payment but this particular project you know yeah hospital projects are buying here and there metima vouch because omo amini so mo ye bi nyina omo no certificate ko acha abroswa 2 weeks 1 month
near
Muka. No more the Ekosiisen no more. What I say, abandon able so by sa project no answer we free so. Na adeba kwama sa unza a delay kakra who say as a delay. One and then mama was a man a delay answer no be my nya omo di entem. And a more munya o masasene so o mo ye no so no. You know consultant for no mo ade no no. I didn't bro so 1 inch kura maga just say yam prema want to aso yes what correct it say you know it's not like the normal projects are quite big also unipano also ye jama omo for 68 million in your mo abaye we didn't do okay
alay
now ubusan was so omo ye clan be 100 omo
clan be a meeting every week
na no maje summit
meeting
omo je summit one bank na fe no omo wi na omo je chese dan no like I said ayon sheet legu sadan so
send there so umbe who design into they will know what to do
we nim dokika wo de some of them more cameras
yeah
mbe say echina wo de echina wo nega say bia next week na bi omo ko change engineer ma echina nko and I said nanwume ya wo de work to any agenda 111 bia wo Ghana bia
yes
neko ne pekos specialist in duwachi na mon ko teste foundation na bo bonsem e dan ne so musi na brosan yo Once I brought San, you see a foundation, just sending the Palma would say, we're short houses, but I see the must see. I hear a foundation in war, a honomono. I also near the idea, or media good for mono. And this cement in your bomb the good cement in your body now will test you. And you are not contesting so with your son, you know, oh, yeah, you check what it don't.
But so I'm on call forward, Bruce. On my ready, so Moody's Cababa. Busan says
an important question
63 million euros. Umbenya, or see, or Mono Musia, a self-help project.
So no, what fun normal house. Ubusan, nice question. Be was it the Tamana? I say, I had that na, you know, a dear and a mono mutu found. Hono Ubu Dodge, one son. What do you do? Share, but also our Kaya na Baby Drew, when man was there, I saw no a politician, so that the politicians, the worker say, a dino say, a bino cross tatia, a bino 8 million terminal. The next government number bano, one show near their own to us because there are a lot of precedents near that day. Why should you have that in mind? A government project. And see, you know, about to table say, and found one who is in government, who free one of my set to us. Shabini, sir, Cathedral, yesi. Can you also matress can be?
I would say, hey,
matress can be somewhere, yes, over to,
yeah, Mekai, short code, Bino.
I'm a trabi. Make one common team every month, every moment, back for man to be. Make one hammy. Obi, say no my and say, I say, you come your pesca near the twas ideas.
Cathedral.
Yes,
yes,
we have to finish. Share a band project to be a statue of Kuma Bia, we have to finish. Also, I miss at a time, no, Nekomu see vice presidential. We need to finish it.
It's the Hokaya minim area, Nidio. Yeah, Cantonment, Ernst and Young, ne PWC officers, no one.
We need to finish them. Share. Me who be before the way I say to you. Hospitals near the idea Janum room. Sabakuya war a Sagleme. Why should we leave it? And go for this car. Yet you are Muntum. But we need to finish the project. Now you utilize it. Maybe for one day, they will start any the overview. What is important is that Charlie nice car. You say alarm will be SN, which is how bright and not be to say, I buy no crown and chair any time of baby, and I say, Nasa Akufado, watching Mutaya, I can't 1 year of a call. And I'm a one. Eti, make of for me buy some twasso.
Also, twasso. LPG, so dear,
definitely we are coming.
Sure.
So the much ever twasso. Oh, the merchandise they say, because I say, the next government, you know, that's about me about me on twasso.
Or betwasso.
Eti, John Mama, or buy tomorrow to Aswana. Now it says okay, branch and Casasam. Press a number to buy so say a naka hormone. I don't dear, a Thomas support woman. Say I saw buying a shen or yama woman because already in the normal hospital Honoma Naka said net said deal no more you soon have woman. They say when I didn't papa so baby in the year the ama woman. I buy a shen on your mom. Say agenda 1 1 and you're funding from outside. A GOG, a government in any bottom no day. It's often come on your way, because
that's what government has decided. Banco Fonso Munya buying our promise.
Omunya Masem, also Buzano say, connect a bus on the Moncash Conductor Naye. As I didn't know here, dear. It's a bino, said a communication director.
Communication director.
Onka country, I say a phono in Yadian, and I just a babwa.
Mate.
A babwa.
A structural integrity audit on the La General Hospital showed that the hospital had cracks and was no longer fit for purpose. But the NPP has had an outstanding record in health. 1. Completion of Ghana Hospital project started by Kufuor under Eurojet. Ghana East Hospital, Tepa Hospital, etc. 2. Completion of UG Medical Center Phase 2. 3. 88 out of Agenda 111 hospitals at various stages, with most at roofing level, which president can build 88 hospitals. Maternity ward at Konfanoche, that's 4. NOC, Honorable Eduasari should tell us JM's record in the health sector. Junior, Ewo Tantra Health, and on the way are praying. Where's the Obi?
apart from agenda 111.
AJM. Okay.
Your boy Eurojet.
Obi.
Yeah, too much.
Very well. Where's Obi? Is the gentleman talking? Sure, he can organize his people to raise 869 billion old cedis to build the hospital? Edwin would want to know. And he again says the long and short solution of this matter is that Africans and Ghana should work hard to make money and stop depending on other countries for our daily existence. God has given us too much. Edwin, somewhere in Takrade, and on the way, Abraying. There are other messages here. Paul De Suso, Worcester, Massachusetts. Paul says, Obi, please, can you ask your president, Kofi Akpalu, what position he is going to give to Dr. Baumia in case he wins? And what about me, Paul De Suso? Paul, Mate, Honorable Akpalu, Obi, the gentleman you spoke to regarding the La General Hospital is not speaking the entire truth. Before the demolition, the hospital had always been in the news for the same reason of structural defect. I have personally seen concrete ceilings falling to the floor amidst several complaints from medical staff. So the demolition was done to forestall any accident to patient and hospital staff. Chris Ewo Adentan and on the way a brain. Where's the Obi? Tell Akpalu to stop the campaign for the NPP. I have one of the Agenda 111 just in front of my hotel in the Okre constituency/district, and I've witnessed the building. It is no special building. Oh. Kobe, or Spintex. Now, what do you mean by a special? What is a special building as far as you are concerned?
Lucas Aron.
Yes.
He has a certain evidence or the trade.
Okay.
You know, but you see, site biarni, the supervisor, and I say building.
Agenda 111 sites ni be
but I say biarni the site supervisor.
Okay.
What I say? Details. Detailed. Who do you have one mistake? Okay. Obviously, you are obebu den ye guzo na eko. What I say? Tino one size fits all.
Okay. My member Richard Ahiagba Akwaba Okasa Edema, the ruling party, which is the NPP. Utiemina our message 0548 443 523. That's our WhatsApp number 0548 443 523. And there are a number of messages on this particular issue. First, let's listen to Richard Ahiagba. Richard Akwaba is saying. Fantastic. Fantastic.
Incoming president, over he need my coming. And then so no, I'm saying maybe I meet interview no and commodia Koso. I think say Nijesem say la hospital no yebesi. Ni nyina ne say amanfo benya bibia akoyaresa na akogya yaresa ewo eho no say it's one of the things if he breaky it's been a concern for government akwaya befa so and making sure say e betubi asifu frasha nan I am more deserving and no has been government's preoccupation and you know the abeto dwa say aban enya akwai bia befa so SAC sa hospital I think say enyina SMA energy mene Bebra Kofi aya adwene say I hear na nipa interview no why no ho politician but or the tete because mentiasie say ade de wo ho no e dwere gu fom and am say ho atochima and say how aba ho ni nti no be say esi foforo si anan na ya anye ne sa obi na e ka se o ene yenyai because no mo fa omani nko so say bibi eko say wo enti no aban ehunu o hawa na e wa de no ho akodwere gu so o si foforo no so nka omo proposal na o de ba no sanka betra ho sa ama one day edure gudi paso say they no can say community approach ya opeso boye nanka sa nanka beba no enti me nyai say de bia ban bia no na edi susu e boni etachiri aban is concerned about Ghana for nyina na sa na mo ye otu ye na de ba kwa e friend say wa wo siesi ade no de bia da no ye hu adwuma wo ye but o jai da kro na say ya na how no a de bia da wo di kan esiesi se be ya emma no da wo be jai amasa how na ba no sa da na nipa no be hu faso enti sanka ban antu sa na monwe na ye to ho na de no jurugu ya ko baka so aban negligent na de no ese no ade na aban ehunu but na de ye ka fa aban ehunu but ni gina no ya je but de wo mu a ye ni je sem ne se
ba achedodo
no there's a basis to it higher funding issue what do I say and you know
and the Duasaris argument was as a funding no own claim you why do you pull down the structure
but Obi well pull it down structure no and structure no also create ska 2020 ebesi dance onye ska no na between that time no ade no baby bu they had the pewu the subono kwa ko wan emfa mbo Duasari and always studio air condition board into our okasa na sa bre no na nipa ehwaka enti no aban has to be proactive in all its policy initiative and as a policy pursuit say be ya Ghana for ebenya mfaso rather than say omba koka body bi enti so that is the basis for that any G7 say obi ye ba be project ye monpa say the funding source na secure no be available in tentem so no maye ene yem say bibra san ya adwini biom agenda 111 project no across this country obi kwa say speeder e dey kono enika enye say bia president person will see na oyi ne nsafri ho answer we free so anase bebi but ehia idea ehia those districts na nka omo ni hospital bia no they need it and you know the speeder ye dey kono it is justified say ebesi na abantamama ni panya ho faso because every day no answer Ghana no na dey bia your culture de no preventive medicine enye idea ye prioritize so yare and I say into me Nantini ama also answer your hospital but hospitals are very key part of our daily lifestyle I say obi biara to be access a buying so ade hunu ne say we be expanding access baby biara and nipa betumi enya kwan akwa yaresa enti mesre me ametiase de biara da mpenifo bi o ye bo aya de biara di nkoma o mo kan de biara la general hospital enti enne no nipa eni age ye nyina emphasize energy no enter abayechi na sa hospital ye ntumi si ne tentem so
ba omo proposal say aban free say challenges into omuntimi enya they should give them back the land community na be self help no mo dey see omo hospital they will build that same hospital no more the artist impression they buy kama they will build the same thing at a lesser cost the munya mo no mo nsi o ma there
obi sa la general hospital ye si wi a entrese ye hia hospital bi wo e be hia bebre kwa enti sa fo ye pe community exercise ye DC hospital Ghana ha bebre your areas are hospital wo mo mfa sa initiative no nko hoy because aban esi enya nsi ndu bebi aye enti na de no mo mfa no nko ho na we nko na mo be community yi wo on se na me bra ya agreement politics na man for the idea but a man for yare sana pomudin samono yemfa nye politics enti aban is focused to say ye be yade na mana ye enti omo atite chiri a so politics ye green black and red color be atibia no ye no yati ase say ye wo ho say some Ghana fo nyina na ono no contribution person mo ye community yi no omo support it. And now I buy obi friends saying voter dam ya SPL nipa hia mo asa community help spirit omwe omutumi de kokokoboa mane ye onyanye sa de no de a mo mfa mbeka say we nkwa na obetumi community help anaze no de nya nipa na hia say omu hia mo it's a health emergency they can do that one to be ensi omo kwan na there are other places it's a ship's compound pon on person kusi a omutumi akwakosi enti no ebia he should call back. I have a list of places about to me amaomo na omotumi
here within Lahore
enye Lahore but
omo ye Lahore and the Lahore no person omusi
okay ni the whole crowd dey behwehwe bentmenya bi what I say and I say hospitals be a wo hokra mpo hia equipment ni niama They can do that. Traffic lights are here. We are all building a nation. It is almost or pepano some bois or to be used or pepano yard for. Now, La Agenda Hospital, lady, a buying any scat so babisi. Now, Brea buy bubu hono. Now, yes, say, I'm sure now quack of fat or how I bring the pa. So I bring all more use. Until ma, ye dear Satoso. The idea is Satoso and I will go on. Now, on my who say, Sika someone and I say she share na wo ho a ababe den ti ama delay no na obi a ansusu se beba ne sa o bu no na entiase ne say ye bu ni ase ye ne tentem so a but asem de bae but ni nyina nko wie chire no ede ye nya sika abaya ye ready say aboko akosi asem no de wie ya no they akade say be support to aban omo ati area ho support bi as omo de ma say be to be free site ho and say be ya dia be see construction e kwan no so mo jai sa de money no mo ma kwan na ye see e ne intentable mo bia so so omo wo sa e bra ya o ka say ba to friends
Jeffrey Tete.
Yebra Jeffrey Tete. Mwa bia obi a obetumi da bom say contractors ye modin so bako akọ ma omo so bako akọ hwe na wa support no ma ye ne yiu ni nyina ye mboa ye hia ba say sia ne de kwa bia so obetumi aboa no omo mboa na yensi hospital in 10 times na de share wo ho no ebenya ayaresa.
Very well. We say Obi, good evening. Please tell Tete to stop doing politics with the La Hospital. The hospital building was declared unsafe in 2015, but nothing was done about it. It's unfortunate the hospital has since not been built after 3 years. But the people of La should also not forget that the building was a death trap to them. Silas Ampiao Odum, Ewo Man Kesim. Who's Ewa Hefa?
When they declared no, because 2015 NDC was in power.
Sure.
Declared it unsafe.
Okay, that's your question to him, right? Very well.
You see,
where's it? Maybe
no politics because Dipano. So when he said 2015 NDC in all power.
Sure.
You know he's skewing his right up to make it look like 2015 yes and NDC for to omo anya hwe MPP ne ba na omo who said defect and that thing me I still doubt. A facade be just to polish this whole thing under pressure.
Obi, come back to me bisa address a question because other people also can cancel way. The empire the be possess a ban say ade na esi ho how be en ho yenko dwurin go. Then the be possess a ban.
Obazame can't be politics show.
Debi anya politics.
No,
politics are not in trouble.
That mean in trouble. No, politicians as I know.
Obi
politicians as I know because some particular project no.
Yes.
Do
project we know. New hospital.
Yes. Do one. Amount for yes sanction amount for bedidi.
Oh.
Yes.
How?
How na obi sami?
Oh yeah.
Listen, that's why I asked you if you want me to do politics. You know, say dani siwa ma ahokeka ye de be approve sa project you know. So let's break it down and make it look like an emergency. An emergency.
Internet just say I do still know. Internet just say na how be ani da no.
Answer. And I make catch up see and the other na bu kolebu.
Debi ye ka ba ko.
Debi kolebu ye 1928. This one is 1963. I don't know what.
No problem.
I don't know bu kolebu.
But say sisi ya dani different.
Please.
Na
me say that na bu kolebu.
Moto ego. Na kwa ya no 2020 and
please stop this. What for this what kolebu na saying. Me so cry to omo eda word you so hwe omo word.
Me ba tete. Any problem but asema me be say
if it is defect
it's very important
and demolition there. Then Kolebu should have been raised down by now.
No problem.
My brother mentioned Confanoti also. It should have been raised down by now. No so that based on defect and defect and demolish principle there.
Very well. We say Obi, good evening. I agree with Honorable Edouard Sare and Kofi Akpaloo. We need critical thinkers like them. Just as Nanado solved the country's ambulance canker once and for all, so will he solve the health infrastructure issue too once and for all. I trust the process. Regards to Dr. Da Costa Abuaje, Director of Health Promotion Division, Ghana Health Service.
Say, Okofa patient, Bisano say. Ambulances,
yes.
So I'm a patient.
Yes.
What is the first requirement they put out before they come for the patient?
So a bed should be ready at
wonderful. Now bed ni niwa. On found nipa no ambulance no. Then I'll be ambulance ni man.
Okay, Obi.
I have seen an ambulance packed for 7 hours. 37. Bed.
No problem.
Okay.
It's ambulance is nothing.
Don't
Okay,
Obi. And one thing I see hospitals no. But say scenario my is it possible say bed wo na we need ambulance about that bed?
And also a possibility.
And you can't say no ya yen
please ambulance no
you look at the
307 307 no akasen.
Okay.
Yes,
Obi. Good evening. Akpalu is right. All projects started by NDC or MPP government must be completed for the advancement of the Ghanaian people. Yao Seth, Austin in Texas, somewhere in the US of A. This one says, Obi, good evening. Even though the hospital was pulled down with intentions of rebuilding an extra modern one, has delayed for the past 3 years. Yes, we are all not happy about the delay of the project. But Tete can never tell me that there was nothing wrong with the building before it was pulled down. That is totally false. I've lived in La for so many years, so I know that the hospital is not in a good shape. Obi, Tete. Okay. Or no say Tete party bini enipa. You know, that's why he's lambasting the government. So I'm not surprised about what he said. Solomon Ajaja Ewola. Obi, good evening. I'm listening to you live from Asante Achemagogo. Keep up serving Mother Ghana. Honorable Chairman Peter Abaje, Asante Achem North NDC constituency chairman, and on the way, Asante Achem North. Wow. Good evening to you. We say, Obi, please tell Honorable Ahiagba that we can do politics with everything, but not with the health of the people. Let's not think because we belong to the class of people who can afford home services of medical services provision and think all is well with us. Kwashi or aflau kwashi. Na o message in sama Ahiagba kan link no edin. Where's Obi? Good evening. I think it's embarrassing that La General Hospital should be abandoned in favor of a cathedral. The money spent on the cathedral could have done a lot on that project. The president has failed and has no priorities. It's a big shame. General Ortega and Awodi Way are praying. Where's Obi? Good evening. The issue of the La Hospital is an unfortunate one. How do you pull down a whole hospital facility serving the community without serious structural problems and when funding was not readily available? Okay, the bit about without structural problems is contestable. But seriously, these are some of the things that make the health minister still at post untenable. The president must be careful with the funny loyalty feeling that's stopping him from taking the necessary action when it's needed most. I tell you, too many Ghanaians are angry at this party's inaction and indecisiveness on the part of the president. In fact, it's this same anger that the NPP delegate transferred on the vice president in the primaries. Pakwisi ewu oyibi and onodi way abrain Pakwisi uwo oyibi. Obi, I support Edua Sare 100%. We always put persons who refuse to think in charge of important projects. We have continued this way for many years, and we have many unfinished projects lying around all over the country. Why do we have so many people who refuse to think outside the box or who cannot even think at all in charge of very important projects in our country? We must all weep for our dear mother, Ghana. Messages trickling in thick and fast. I'll come back and deal with the rest of the messages. Intimin kind what they are now or they acheme. Paul de Suso, I've seen your message. I'll read them. Ekosiisen higher Sempa 94.7 FM in studios. Kofi Akpalu, Percival Ekanidin, or a leader founder of the LPG, a Liberal Party of Ghana. Sazuna Richard Ahiagba, Director of Communications for the NPP. And Kojo Edu Asari, or a former Honorable Member of Parliament for the people of Adentan constituency. Meba Sisi Amunchemi.